Welcome to Husker Hemisphere, where real student athletes have real conversations. My name is Sierra Hassel, and today we are going to go with a few student athletes from around the world. As COVID-19 has shifted our lives and perspectives, we wanted to catch up with the Husker student athletes from around the globe and learn more about their experiences with COVID-19 and see how they are handling this pandemic. Go ahead and introduce your guys' selves.
I'm Gwenma Eha from Waihua, Hawaii, and I'm a bowler for Nebraska.
My name is Nora Ahmed. I'm a junior, and I'm on the women's golf team at Nebraska. I'm from Sacramento, California.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo Paisan. I'm from Italy, and I'm a sprinter here at UNIL. I'm from Italy.
My name is Jonathan Skripnik. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I'm a men's gymnast.
When the news first started to break about COVID-19 and the actual reality of it spreading, what was it like for you guys emotionally to process everything?
At first, it was definitely a big shock because we were literally getting towards the end of our season. We had like 4 meets left. So it was super weird for it to just be cut off and like done. It wasn't like any of us got injured or anything like that. So that was definitely a shock. And then it was, now all I have to do is focus on school, and it's being taught in a different manner. So there was the adjustment period for that.
Yeah, I kind of agree completely. I'm on the women's gymnastics team, as you know, but and it was like 2 days before senior night. So, I mean, and we had both of us had like 4 meets left, just postseason, kind of what you work all year for. So I think just emotionally, it was really hard to just understand that we didn't get to know that it was our last term.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And to go off that too, like we found out during a practice, like we were in the middle of practice, and to find out that our season was done and we just really had regionals and nationals to go, it really hurt a lot of the seniors especially.
Yeah, we were doing practice too, and we were all disoriented about it because it's kind of a weird situation. So nobody really realized immediately what was going to happen. But then we are here starting without being able to practice. So it's strange.
For us, we were actually at a tournament hosted by Notre Dame out in Arizona, and we found out in the middle of our practice round that it had been canceled. Everyone got pulled off the golf course, and Notre Dame is in the ACC for golf, so the ACC was one of the conferences that decided that they would suspend activities for every team. So everyone got sent home. So unfortunately, we weren't able to compete in that tournament, and we're spring sport, so we still had a lot of events left and postseason.
How do you guys foresee your student-athlete experience changing after all of this?
I feel like there's going to be numerous changes through it all, especially with like the society and social distancing. That's going to be a norm. And then I feel like also that competitions might be live stream and a limited number of fanfare that only it's going to be open to immediate family.
Yeah, it definitely depends on how long it takes for all the facilities to open back up and for us to be able to train again. But I definitely see student athletes working even harder now because, like, especially for, I mean, some seniors, they definitely did lose the end of their season. But for me, like a junior, I only have 1 year left. So, like, I definitely lost half of that year, which kind of sucked. But knowing that I still have 1 more and other teams like that, I feel like people are just going to work even harder.
Has anyone's family or your homeland been affected, or how have you guys responded to COVID-19?
Yeah, I try to stick on like a routine and on a certain rhythm because it's kind of having so much time but not being able to use it because everything is shut down. It's not helpful. So I try to stick on a routine, doing every day the same thing to don't get mad actually. So
Yeah, Lorenzo, what is that? Could you walk us through a day, like what you do every single day?
It's like I woke up, breakfast, I study, then lunch, study again, and then or I go around for a walk or practice if I can practice somewhere, and then chill until I can go to bed. I don't know. It's anyway stressful, but it's the only way to to handle this situation for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Have any of you guys done something during this pandemic that you are proud of?
I donated some money to an organization that's helping the hospital staff in Ireland because they're a little bit short-staffed, so I donated some money there.
I donated blood in the Red Cross. If I know some people are very squeamish about that, but I encourage people to donate blood if they can and if they're comfortable with it, because there's a huge shortage for the Red Cross and throughout hospitals.
I helped my mother make face masks to give to our family and close friends, just to help them keep them safe.
Kind of going off of that, how has this pandemic made you stronger and kind of realize what you're grateful for?
Oh, I can go. Definitely grateful for our sport. I feel like every student athlete, we sometimes take that for granted. And especially in the middle of our season, sometimes we get a little bit tired and we complain about having to go to early lifting or early practice or something like that. But I think now everyone can't wait to wake up. At least for me, I can't wait to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go practice or lift weights with my team. So definitely not taking for granted our experience as student athletes. And it can be very hectic at times, but we all kind of signed up for it for a reason, out of the love for our sports and the experience. So definitely not taking that for granted, and just overall health and well-being for sure.
Going off of that, like, I do agree. Like, sometimes I do take a lot of things for granted, especially with my sport, but just knowing and waking up that I'm not with my teammates anymore, being able to practice and working out, it's just hard. And another thing is that, like, I'm grateful for the opportunity to go back home to make sure I'm with my family throughout this tough time.
Yeah, I won't take for granted like eating together at the training table, because it was kind of nice and staying all together and kind of chilling. So that too for sure.
I wasn't able to go home, one because I didn't really want to get on a plane during this time. And then the other thing is my mom works in a hospital, so if she were to see me, she would have to get like a 14-day quarantine. So it kind of sucks for me not to be able to go see my family. But at the same time, I'm glad that we have things like FaceTime and Zoom so that I can still talk to them.
Kind of going off what Lorenzo said, how has this athletic department helped you during this time, such as meals from nutrition staff, the classroom, like help from academics and tutors, things like that?
I was going to say the fact that we still are able to pick up meals is incredible. So shout out to Dave and Lisa and all the nutrition staff for still finding ways to accommodate us and making sure that we're fed and that we don't have to go out grocery shopping or pick up to go somewhere. So that's been, I think, incredible, especially for the student athletes who are still in Lincoln, that they're still able to eat healthy.
Yeah, I think the meals really just show a lot of support and let us know that that department is still here for us and trying to help in any way they can. So I think it's been pretty great.
It didn't take very long for them to set it up either. It was literally like 5 days, and they're like, "We got this system. Let's go."
Yeah, it was honestly really cool and really nice that they can do that. Just, I mean, it's so easy on us. What advice would you guys give to other student athletes about passing this time in the pandemic successfully?
I would say pretty much keep your mind and body active and don't stress over the things that you have no control over.
Are any of you guys able to still practice your sport? Nor, like, are you able to golf at all? Or I know gymnastics is different.
We can. There's only a few courses open, and you have to book tee times like a week in advance because everyone wants to be on the golf course right now. So that can be very difficult, but I'm very lucky that we still have some way of practicing.
Jonathan, what about you? Have you done any gymnastics or things like that, like outdoors even? Just
I've been playing outside a lot. We have like a basketball kind of court in our backyard, so we've been playing a lot of basketball and other sports, but never really gymnastics. I mean, we're trying to just stay as active as possible, but it's hard to find somewhere to do a bunch of flips and stuff without actually getting hurt. So
yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like our team is been kind of feeling the same problem of there's really no way to do our sport unless we're in a facility where it's safe. But I know a lot of us have been doing a lot of TikTok challenges and
Yeah.
challenges and stuff like that. So those have been fun, keeping us busy. So that's been nice.
I would say I have one piece of advice for other student athletes. I would say just keep stretching as much as possible, because there's definitely times where I would stop stretching throughout this like 5 weeks or whatever, and my body would be so sore. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I don't know why I'm sore. So then I would stretch and I'd feel perfectly fine. So I think up with your flexibility is important for sure.
Yeah. Husker, like the psychologist, sent out a PowerPoint, and on there they had a link from Lotus that had a few yoga videos actually, which really nice, and I think everyone should really take advantage of it if they can. Some are even just like meditation walkthroughs, like well-being, and then there's some movement and stretching for athletes, so kind of all over the board, but all very necessary in this kind of time.
True. That's like how sports psychology, they have the Headspace app for us, and we can get like the premium membership. That app is super sweet, like using the guided meditations or like the stories that like put you to sleep or whatever, kind of like super monotone voice, but like it definitely helps.
Completely. Definitely take advantage of Headspace if you haven't yet. And it's really nice that we're able to get a free membership. So take advantage while you're here. And then I think the last kind of main question I wanted to ask is, what is the number one thing you can't wait to do once everything returns to normal?
I think hanging out with friends for sure, doing whatever, but just going around and stay with people and not with my computer. I'm seeing only people through FaceTime. So yeah, seeing real people in real life.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I can't wait to like actually see my friends and hug them, because I actually do really miss them, even though like they're close by, but I really can't see them. And I think just like going to the beach, like that's really what I'm missing at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, missing just going out for meals with friends or teammates, and even getting like instruction from coaches. So just missing like human interaction and human touch.
I would say probably training in the new gym, because we got a new facility and then everything happened, so we haven't been in it yet. So I'm definitely excited to train in the new gym.
But I think my main thing is just what I learned from all this is just don't take it for granted. If you love something, like Nora was saying, 6 a.m. workouts are hard. Going twice a day is hard, but you're here for a reason and you signed up for this for a reason. So I think this all put a lot into perspective about what we care about and what we put our values in.
It also shows like the community we have, that we're like doing talks like this, and just the support that we have from the university itself, like just shows the community that we have here.
Absolutely. I feel like they're going above and beyond the support and trying to make sure that we know that they're still there, and that if we have any problems, we can reach out to them.
And to each other, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of team Zoom calls. Well, thank you all for taking the time to meet up. It's good to see all of your faces, although we're not in person. Hopefully this will all be over before we know it. Until then, stay strong and stay healthy. Thanks for catching up with us. This is Husker Hemisphere.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.